The four at the back from PSG allowed Neymar to start linking up directly with Messi as Barcelona started to have more time on the ball in the midfield. Hello there everyone, it is METRICA here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we will be analyzing Neymar Jr.'s famous performance against PSG. Barcelona were using a back three in that game. Neymar was playing in kind of a wide midfield position during the first half. Whenever he received the ball, he was always marked by two players. What was obvious in that game was his concentration on playing forward passes only and working on his off-the-ball movement. From the very first minutes of the match, he was going in for any possible dribbles as he was always marked by multiple players. Notice how he goes between the two players here, taking the advantage of the lazy second man pressing. This was obviously costing Barcelona the possession sometimes. As the team was using three players at the back, he was forced to drop down a lot to connect lines and receive the ball. So whenever he was in a deep possession, he would always try to go for any possible through passing options to help progress the attacks as quickly as possible. As PSG were up, they were trying to force Barcelona to keep possession and build their attacks slowly. Neymar was trying to go for the opposite of that by delivering passes between the lines. And again, this doesn't work every time, so he played a lot of missed passes in the process. As a wide midfielder, he also had the usual responsibilities of connecting with the striker whenever the defenders go for a long pass, or drop down to receive the ball from them if PSG applies pressure. In those scenarios, he didn't go for the through balls, but instead, as Paris Saint-Germain are pressing with numbers, he would look to keep the ball on the ground and carry it forward. Rafinha was playing with the right-hand side in that game. He linked up with Neymar in multiple occasions to counter Paris Saint-Germain's low zonal defensive system by switching the play. Neymar was always looking to create the difference whenever he had the ball in his feet. So by reading the situation here, for example, seeing that all 10 players from Paris Saint-Germain are behind the ball, he decided to go for the long shot, which is a very good decision to make in this case. This video is brought to you by METRICA Sports, the fundamental tool for every coach and analyst. Create and manage all your video analysis in one platform. Use the coupon METRICA at the checkout for a 10% discount. Barcelona were applying high pressure whenever the opposition was trying to build up from the back. Neymar had the responsibility of trying to intercept the long balls that PSG were forced to play. With the ball, he was always trying to drive forward and connect with his teammates with 1-2 passes to lose his markers. Realistically, and since PSG had all their 10 players defending, everyone from Barcelona was marked, so he had to take the edge from his off-the-ball movement in between the passes. By having so much time on the ball, even when marked by 2 or more players, Neymar started to annoy the opposition, which resulted in his markers getting more physical in an attempt to disturb him whenever he has the ball, and try to push him backwards. This allowed him to win multiple fouls, but he was always going for the forward passes, and that's exactly how the second goal was scored. You can see here how he has 2 back and safe passing opportunities, with the opposition trying to push him even more, yet he went for the forward passing option and Barcelona scored. So, 2 main concepts to take in from the first half: his high work rate and his continuous attempts to play only forward passes and avoid negative possession. In such big games, the halftime talk from Luis Enrique surely had an impact on the team's incredible performance in the second half. Let's hear from the Ekkono Coaches Academy about it.
Especially in moments that your team is losing, no, we are behind. It's important to not to emphasize so much on the result, on the score itself. This is also a typical mistake. We need to focus on what was the game plan, like. Now when we're losing, what are we gonna do for the second half? And focus on providing solutions. And why he's giving this positive feedback, which is not so precise, no? It's not very good, this idea specifically, no.
I strongly recommend that you guys watch this full webinar as they show detailed theoretical plans to what to do when you are winning or losing, and even showed a couple of examples. You can sign up totally for free using the code METRICA from the link in the description to start watching directly. You will also gain extra benefits and discounts moving forward. heading into the second half, and the main change here was the fact that Unai Emery wanted to avoid messing things up, so he decided to play with 4 only at the back. This was a game changer for Neymar as he now enjoyed huge spaces that he never had during the first half, and right off the bat he won a penalty after linking up with Iniesta on the wing, enjoying his first 1 versus 1 situation. The 4 at the back from PSG allowed Neymar to start linking up directly with Messi as Barcelona started to have more time on the ball in the midfield. We never saw Neymar being marked by 1 player only throughout the first half. But Cavani scored to make it 3-1, and accordingly PSG started moving backwards again. However, this time Unai Emery didn't want to replicate what happened in the first half, so the team was trying to perform some attacks as well, making the defensive phase unstable. With Neymar having the freedom of moving anywhere he wants on the left flank, he started creating many link-ups with Suarez as well. We also started seeing him cutting inside a little bit more now as he tried to move closer to the center of the pitch even if he received the ball out wide. Just like the first half, he was focused on having the ball under his feet for longer times to try to pull more defenders towards him, and then look for passing options inside the block. Now that PSG's defense wasn't that compact, he was able to do that more efficiently. Whether he would dribble past an opponent or pass the ball to his teammates, he always moved towards the center and towards the penalty area. Barcelona continued their hard pressure. Obviously, every player was giving 110%. Neymar tried to go for long shots again in the second half, but this time, no good. His tactical awareness was seen in those plays where he took the advantage by pulling the fullback outside, allowing Sergio Roberto here to get the ball in the space between the center back and the fullback. He was trying to tactically abuse the 4 at the back as much as possible whenever the midfielders were not providing the defensive support. Here, and after a failed long shot attempt, he sees how the opposition is rushing towards him to block a second shot, so he cleverly wins a foul by covering the ball. You can just see how concentrated he was during those minutes. With no time left, he was trying to outnumber the opposition on the left flank, creating the connection with the backline to move the ball on the ground. Luis Suarez was able to win a penalty here, and being the most concentrated player in those minutes, he took the responsibility. He continued to provide options to the backline as PSG applied pressure in the final seconds of the game, and finally, the magic happened. So that was it guys, I hope you have enjoyed the analysis. Let me know what player you would like to see next. I'll also be uploading a full match analysis for this remontada very soon, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on that video. If you want to see an analysis for any other historical match, let me know as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.